I would like to draw your attention to the times when telephones were uncommon and could only be connected through the telephone exchange. You could not dial any number directly in those days. The telephone operator at the exchange would ask for the number and then key it into her board and make the connection for the call. Once a man asked the telephone operator to give him a particular number. By mistake, the telephone operator connected him to a wrong number. The man very gently told the telephone operator that she had wrongly connected him. At this, the telephone operator apologized and said she would dial the right number for him. As luck would have it, she connected him to the wrong number the second time. The third time, this man cautioned the telephone operator and requested her gently to be more attentive while dialing the number. His call was urgent, but for the third time also she gave him a wrong connection. This happened 7 times. When the caller made the request for the 8th time, the telephone operator was surprised and touched. Actually, she was told that her father had a sudden heart attack and was shifted to the ICCU of a heart institute. She was therefore unable to concentrate on her work, and every time she dialed the number, it went to the wrong party. The telephone operator said to the gentleman, "Sir, you have great patience. You talk so courteously and gently, even after I have given you the wrong number 7 times. How is that? You are so kind." The gentleman replied, "I have received this gift of patience from my Guru." "Who is your Guru?" the operator asked. "Would you like to attend his satsang and listen to his discourses?" The man asked her. "Certainly," she replied. "I would love to hear the sacred words of a Guru whose disciple is so gentle that he forgave my mistake 7 times and retained his soft and sweet voice for the 8th time. If the disciple is so sweet and gentle, his Guru must be truly great." Speak softly, be humble, be pure. No matter what your status in life, no matter how rich and powerful you are, no matter how influential your connections may be humble, be humble. Treat all those below you with kindness and gentleness. Why should we be humble? Because Lord Krishna resides within every one of us. He is richer than us. He is more powerful than us. He is more intelligent and wise than we are. He is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. Lord Krishna's beauty, art, intellect, knowledge and ability are supreme. We are like a speck of dust, insignificant before his power and magnificence, and yet he comes to live in the humble abode of our heart. Should this not teach us to be humble? King James II was a powerful monarch of England. Once some of his important papers were missing. He searched for them high and low, but could not find them. Calling his personal attendant, he asked him if he had seen the papers. The personal attendant replied, "Your Majesty, I don't know anything about the papers. I have not seen them at all." Hearing this, the king flew into a rage. He slapped the attendant hard and said, "How dare you call yourself my attendant if you cannot keep track of my personal papers?" The poor attendant was abashed. He bowed low before the king and said, "My lord, please forgive me. The servant was in no way responsible for the loss of the papers, but he knew that the king had the authority to punish him. 3 days later, the king's minister brought some documents for the king's perusal. The king opened the file and was surprised to find those needed papers inside. The king recalled that he had sent those very documents to his minister with the instruction to read them carefully and make a gist of the same for his perusal. The king also recalled how furious he had been with his personal attendant for apparently misplacing the documents. Immediately he called his attendant, and in the very presence of his minister, the king asked the attendant for forgiveness. The attendant was taken aback. "Your Majesty," he exclaimed, "you are the monarch of this country. I am but an humble servant. Who am I to forgive you?" "No, no," the king insisted. "Unless you forgive me for my harsh behavior, God will not pardon me. You were innocent. Even if you had made the mistake, I had no right to slap you." The king somehow convinced the attendant to say, "Your Majesty, I forgive you." James II was truly a noble king. He practiced humility in daily life. Once I visited a family. The dhobi, the washerman, had brought in clothes and was meekly standing in a corner. Nearby was an empty chair. I said to the dhobi, "Why don't you sit down on that chair?" Hearing this, the head of the household felt disturbed. He said, "We must keep them in their place. By showing them undue kindness, we will only spoil them." Such is our false ego and pride. Be sweet, be humble, and be kind. Every day give something in charity. The day you have not done a good deed is a day wasted. The question often asked is, what if I don't have anything to give? My answer to this question is, if you don't have anything to give, at least give everyone a sweet smile. A smile is something that remains with us even after we have beamed it to someone. No one can snatch it away from us. It is a precious asset that remains with us even when we have given it away. It brings us joy and spreads smiles all around us. May I suggest something to you? Before retiring for the night, recount the events of the day, ponder over them, ask yourself, have I done a good deed today? Have I helped someone in need? Has my day been useful or has it been wasted? Normally we put off such activities with the thought, half my life is over anyway. Now what difference does it make? But let me tell you, it is never too late. Make the most of the remaining years of your life. Let your daily life bear witness to the following principles. Firstly, I shall rejoice in everything that comes to me as the will of God. Secondly, I shall stop complaining and start thanking. Thirdly, I shall never find fault with anyone. Fourthly, I shall speak sweetly, softly, gently. Fifthly, I shall walk the little way, the way of humility and love. Sixthly, I shall share the good things of life with those in need. And may the Lord continue to bless you ever increasingly. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Not only from east to west, but from north to south too. All around the globe, the intelligent choice of intelligent readers. East and West series by Dada J.P. Vaswani.
Available at Geeta Publishing House, 10 Sadhu Vaswani Path, Pune 411001.